guys, your pal. I am suffering allergies. Apparently my neighbors leave their dogs here and they are not happy about being left. So, welcome. It's Saturday the, I don't know, maybe 19th? Day 3, bacheloring it. Wifey comes back today, I'm all happy. We, as I've mentioned thousands of times, have a unusual relationship. We actually like each other. Well, now I gotta be real quiet. We're gonna be going by the glamping tents. Isn't that nice? Although it looks like they're gone. Yeah, they are. Boy, isn't that cool? Got 2 of them now. So basically the way it works is you show up and you don't have a big old giant stupid rig. You just enjoy these things. Wow. That's pretty cool. This be long-term, folks. Got those tricked out nicely. What's he got, a deer head on there? Yeah, I think so. Oh, cool. So, shout outs. Man, Dale, that's crazy about Gail, and I'm pleased that she's recovering. One of the things I worry about on the lower 48 is snakes. We were on a trail here a while back without Ellie up here. It was last year, and sure enough, right off the trail is a snake. Jesus Christ! And here's how snakes work. They stink, and she'd head straight towards it, and got herself bit. And basically, since the face of a dog and a human and all these other critters are vascular, she would have died. They had an antivenom for dogs, and that's the newest, the bestest. Come on, I forget what it was, $400 or $500. Then about a year later, it was off the shelf. I was nervous about that. I think they were inadvertently killing dogs with it. So let's do this. We'll let Ellie loose. So this is the upper trail. Come on. Hey, no. This is the upper trail at camp, and Melissa, the absolutely lovely co-host, Melissa of Adam and Melissa, asked me yesterday if I'd been up on the trail, and I told her no. I was letting my ankle rest. I told y'all the story. Ellie, come. Hey. Ellie Bain. I was going to get her a collar. I'm like, oh no, she's an old lady. She'll pay attention. Okay, here's your ruts right here. Yeah. They're going to have to do like they did in the other part of their camp. Otherwise, that'll get worse and worse. So, I told her Ellie and I would hike up here today, and I'd let her know what I found. Bush hog. I asked her about this. I said, how does this work? Here's John's house. John and Brenda. He married a widow. Pretty widow. Southern, beautiful southern voice. So, anywho, I told her me and Ellie would walk up here and we'd give a report. Ellie Bang, come. I think she has to have a tender moment. Hey, ready? So that's what we're doing. A little hike up here today after I let my ankle rest. I was walking along in, I think it was Anchorage, and told this story before. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, my right ankle starts. It's like I sprained it. I mean, I'd sprained it 25 years previously stepping off a horse, as I had discussed previously in a video. And I'm not of this school, but I heard if you stand down on the injured body part and give it rest, it tends to heal. That's what I heard. So I've been standing down for some days. Now this is where the septic tank comes in. And Melissa said words to the effect of, Ellie, come? There were rules and restrictions about what they were able to do crossing John's property, so they eliminated that concern by buying 15 acres of John's property. See this here? Yeah, that's even too much for my little radio controlled truck. So yeah, they're gonna have to come up here and do maintenance. Otherwise this will wash out in a very bad way. Come on. 4-wheel drive. So what do I do today? Probably after this walk, I'll slip over to the community center. And that's a maybe. And cook off a few more batteries. Come on, Els. And see if my little batteries haven't all charged for my helicopter. Somebody's target practicing out there. And then around 2, my wife's about an hour and 15 away. Go ahead and start working my way towards the airport. Stop by the grocery store. I've got a cooler. And I'm going to pick up a couple of things. And a couple of things to include refrigerated things. Just stick them in the cooler. It'll be fine. Pick up spousal unit. She expressed the desire the other day to stop at Chinese. There's this killer buffet. We'll call it the Imperial Buffet. And what's so nice is that they have, typically buffets suck, but this is just the best buffet. And Julie, or Julia, one of the ladies here, she was displaced by the hurricane. Her and her husband were out of Asheville. And although Ellie Bain, they didn't end up with any appreciable damage. They were without electricity and water for some weeks. Well, you stand down a few days and next thing you know, you're a little wore out. So yeah, there's that. So Chinese on the way home. I'm gonna pick up some groceries. And we'll have a homecoming, indoor sports. Howdy ho to Azir. Of course, the rowdies. There again, Dale. He buried something, I think. Oh, no. You have deer all over the place. whitetail. I'm glad the Norwegian gals, also known as the kissing cousins, had a great time, and boy, they're just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Probably inside and out. Yeah, that inner beauty is what counts. Unfortunately, I actually don't believe this. The physical beauty fades with age. I don't believe that at all. I just think we go through stages. My wife is more pretty to me today than the day I met her. Come. At the top of this thing should be an open field, if you will, and a picnic table. I need to do this each and every day I'm here, several times a day. It's about 38 degrees Fahrenheit. That's I don't know, 3 or 4 Celsius. Just getting kilometers down. You just strike about a third off of whatever. That'll give you the miles. Oh, cool. So it's not trashed up here. See, I could fly a 3D plane here if I knew how to fly 3D. Never seen anybody camp up here. Isn't that they don't, just that they haven't. When I was here, and a tree is growing out. It wasn't all that far out last time. Come. Let's hike back down. I should be sufficiently warmed up by then. Always the lady. Always the lady. Her GI was messed up the other day and ate something she wasn't supposed to, and then I went to the community center and I had their Friday night dinner, and I know that I'm sensitive to cabbage. Holy moly. I ate this red cabbage stuff that was good, and I want to eat it all actually. About halfway through it, and my stomach lit up. And Melissa got there a little later with her family. Come. And I asked her on the way up to dropping the plate off, I said, "What's this red stuff?" She says, "Ain't that's cabbage." I said, "Yeah, me too." And as such, I told her that it lit my stomach up, and took my happy bottom back to the rig and convalesced, which is a kind way of putting it. Man, oh man. So I didn't get to see the band. I was all bummed out. And that's their last Friday night supper. They're cutting it out a little early by about a week or so. Ellie, she, when we were up in Maine, Sherba was concerned about her being going deaf because she wasn't acknowledging commands. Turns out she is not deaf in any way, shape, or form. She's just like every other old fart. Ellie Bain, no, no! Eating deer poop or coyote poop. No, she's just obstreperous. She's getting to be an obstreperous old gal. So I take a cadre of medicines every morning, and oddly, only 2 or 3 of them are prescription. The rest of them are supplements. And after we got back from running around all over the place, I kind of noticed that happily, I get done taking my pills early in the morning. Turns out the one I needed was that I forgot about was for joint pain. So just started taking that again. It's funny how the human mind just tricks itself to, oh, I'm good. I think I'm taking less pills than what I'm supposed to, but maybe not. Ellie, come. Ellie Bain, get over there. There's a home back over there. I think she keeps wanting to go hang out over there. Yeah, you see how this is just getting washed. And what happens is it's kind of exponential. Not that I have any experience in things mountainy, but I kind of do know how liquid weight works. And the faster it starts rushing down there, the more it's going to wash. No, no! Eating mushrooms. They make you sick, maniac. What's wrong with you? Come, hey. Yeah, some of these mushrooms, I found this out in California with dead hippies. Yeah, out there looking for psilocybin mushrooms, they get the wrong ones, and boy, they're unbelievably fast in how quickly they kill your kidneys. There's actually old discussions about finding dead hippies on the side of hills out there in California, and there's another horrible one where a whole family, like a family of 4 to include children, went out picking mushrooms and put it in their dinner, and it killed the hell out of everybody. Fungus is wonderful on one level and deadly on the other. Hey. Yeah, you just got to keep an eye on her, because she'll eat stuff, and like up there in Maine, she's drooling, and did it the year before. Like a kid, man. Well, that increased my body temperature. Look at that. Yeah, it's just going to get worse. Take a picture for, well, somebody come up here and actually rode over it in something with tracks. Come. Oh, there you are. Yeah, this piece of culvert here ain't doing nothing. And she asked me about the guy that used to work here. She said, "Do you think he was on a tractor all the time?" I said, "Yeah." And really what you would do is go ahead and just grade the road to a natural down point, which would be, I don't know, probably left-hand side. Hey, come, monkey. And go ahead and sluice that water off. It's funny talking with Adam last year. He was clearing stuff out up here and using small equipment. And hey, and then I think you rented a piece of equipment and it's going slow. It just takes all day. And you know, these are effectively a one-man band place. And then he rented a dude, and the dude got everything he needed to get done, that is Adam, the owner, within about a day. So there's a beauty to just hiring a dude particularly when you're a one-man band operation. You know, as his kids get older, he'll be able to do different stuff, but right now it's just him and the spousal unit, and they're not able to. Come on, Ellie Bain. Hey, hey. Ellie. Whatever she's trying to get into probably ain't good for her. I found that out, basically. Whatever you're doing is not good for you. So that must be John's property over there. You must have the opposite side of this road. Ellie, come. Yeah, he wakes up with a pretty blonde widow every day. And as Sherman and I were driving up and down the road, he'll never see this. He's trying to break her, is what he's doing. And she got a real strong will. And Sherman and I were driving down the road one day, and they were hiking and coming back from a hike, heading towards their property. And they were obviously having a fight. What's funny about that is she had confessed, that is Brenda, that she didn't know about getting married to that joker. Ellie, come. Can't take your eyes off of her. Mischievous creature. Look at her licking her lips because she's into something she ain't supposed to be. Find out tonight. Or tomorrow morning, she'll have a bad GI. So that's what's going on in my world. We still have another month or so here. We're going to be here through November 18. So yeah, right out about another month. Looking forward to hanging out with my lawyer buddy. He got a nuisance cold from his daughter's wedding, and was toughing that out. See how the road is tilted down to your left? Well, that's the way the water is going to go, and they'll have to figure that out on their own here. But if they wait too many seasons, the road will be useless, and they'll have to hire a dude. So yeah, my plan is to screw off the next rest of the morning, and then have some lunch, grab the spousal unit. There used to be a guy, he's a crusty dude, that lived right here. And he was building his house locally, so he lived here while he was building his house. Elle, come. Hey, come here. Hey, Ellie Bain. Look at her, she's scared of me. I should beat her. Ellie, come. Come on. Let's snap in. Hold on. But real nice guy. Teeth rotting out of his head, just crusty looking and highly educated. And I've met these people before. They just kind of don't give a crap about themselves, and they let their body go. Okay, the glampers are back. So I guess you just back your rig all the way in here. Well, my rig would look right nice right there, long term. Good girl. Good girl. Just heel here. Good morning. How's that glamping going? Good? Come on. They're having a lovely time. It's starting to get warm up underneath this jacket. Got some in the mail. Ellie, leave it. Leave it. Yeah, that's what you'd do. You'd pull down in here and just back your ridiculously large rig all the way back up in there. And what I don't get, and I get that's what you would do here. You pull your rig over the bridge and then just start backing it into there. That's how you'd have to do it. It just seems so tight when you're moving around. That's more long-term people. I only stay here a month, 6 weeks, so I'm sure I've showed you this before, but that used to be the office. Now what they do, because they don't really need an office, is sell t-shirts and stuff. Here's up underneath. This kitchen can be used for anybody. So let's say you had, like my whole crew came and we wanted to have a cookout. You just come over here to this outside kitchen and you'd have your cookout, and then gosh, it smells like maple syrup over here. Come over to the gazebo, and it has rain flies, and hang around the hearth and watch the game on the rectangle of flies. Come. I wonder what it does when you raise the tires that big without changing out the rear end. Although they might have, yeah, it looks like they might have put a new rear end in there. The Jeep back there. Well, that's a tour of the upper hiking trail. I won't walk around the balance of the camp and bug people, but yeah, really nice. This is our favorite spot, number 2, for no real reason. There's one up at a couple up at the end that we probably fare better at, but I think the reason I like this is because it's so close to the dog walk. Come on. Speaking of dogs. Alright guys, thanks for walking along with me, and I won't record video while I fly, other than from what I'm flying. Y'all have a happy Saturday. See ya. Well, this will turn into a mega piffle. I went over to the community center and flew, and got in one flight before my neighbor who fell off the ladder that broke his back gave me a jingle, and I was pleased that he had good news to report, and that's that very simply he fractured his spine, but didn't break it and make it acute where he damaged the actual spinal column. He just broke the vertebrae, fractured the vertebrae, which is for real, to be clear. He just makes it a lot more survivable when you fracture it without properly breaking it. But yeah, that was a nice phone call. He's doing real well. You know, with no breeze, that thing does just fine. It's got a little forward, which suits me. So yeah, glad to hear that. I mean, really glad. I'm going to do what Brian Phillips RC does and be stupid here. See if I can drop it in the water. That would be ungood, as they say. It's a real lovely lady over there dropping her garbage off. She's a retired nurse, or I think she's retired, nurse practitioner. She lamented the fact that she had been a kind of a loser magnet for men, and does not do that anymore. And her husband Todd, who there's a little memorial for here, was the man of her dreams, and I was glad to hear that. Unfortunately, he passed away. They had partied out here and had a lovely time, but he passed away last year, which is just horrific to me. I mean, unbelievably horrific. Just can't even imagine. So I've got like 5 batteries, and this thing will fly forever, so I'm just going to kind of run them down. I don't know if I'm going to do all 5 or not. I'm going to run them down to what I consider to be an equitable level. So I don't know if I'll be flying the next couple of days or not. I'm in my own ground effect. Let's try this again, just straight on down, huh? A little breezy right there. There we go. All right, let's, I'm gonna use my hat cam for some fun and catch this thing lifting off. If I can. That might be okay. Fun. Let's not be daring here, but let's see what we can do. Not wanting to tempt fate. There's supposed to be parts and everything waiting on me when I get home. So yeah, to finish up about my neighbor, he phone called me today, and turns out he had a bunch of fractures. I mean, a bunch. Ended up with 6 fractures in the lumbar and thoracic region. The guy's a maniac. He really can't complain about his luck. You know, I had to explain to him that I know that he feels bad right now, but the reality is that we could have either a different conversation, you know, like how do you operate a wheelchair with a straw, or no conversation, you could be dead. Yeah, he was installing the awning covers on his rig, and went away to just button something up. Wife, or he went to button something up. His wife went away to go take delivery of the groceries. And sure enough, things went awry. Things went horribly awry. He got lucky. I love this thing. This would bore a normal human being, I think, after a while, because there's not that much skill in it. But for somebody like me that likes scale, holy crap, it's fun. So what else is going on? I've been binge watching a guy by the name of James May. Y'all probably already even know him. He's a Brit, and basically he does crazy fun projects and tears things to bits. And gosh, what a sublimely entertaining thing to do, to watch him pull a model train apart and rebuild it. To take a mini bike apart. Well, somebody else actually did it, but rebuild it. Just, I mean, a pleasure to enjoy that kind of stuff. I mean, 300 parts he puts back together. James May. It seems like he's been around for a while, but somehow he evaded my algorithm. I don't even know how that happens, because I watch stuff like that all the time, you know. So yeah, plan is after I cook off some of these batteries, is to go get some lunch, make a list of stuff that I need at the grocery store, and pick that stuff up and put it in a cooler, and pick up the spousal unit, wreck a great Chinese buffet, yeah, they were, Melissa, the co-owner, beautiful lady, she was interested in the virtues of putting a I don't know, some type of game thing out here. And I've suggested not, that it'd be a waste, something you'd have to take care of and worry with, and that you might be better served in, get some dogs coming out, doing other stuff. No, I didn't think they needed any type of gaming situation going on out here. Come to daddy. Renfield, cutie pie. Oh man, Renfield, hopefully there's no D word in your future. So sorry to hear that. If it's any consolation, and I hesitate to say anything about this, but my wife 100% agrees with you. Yeah, you should have been at the nuptials down south. That thing cool? Oops, here's the dogs. Alright, I'm gonna let the kid take the dogs to the dumpster. And I'm going to make a hasty retreat from here while I still have all my stuff. Yeah, you can control these pretty good, and I have to imagine it'll just simply get better and better and better, right? I mean, as it is right now, the thing is awesome. Let's get shed of this battery. I'm sure it's cooked off enough juice. Try to do this without flopping this on the ground. Yeah, it lacks precision like that. It really does. And I don't know what to say. All right, I'm going home. See you.